that
Why do you support Peter Obi?
No, he has no chance to win the election.
Okay,
I don't go to where you see, people like this kind of social media candidates. I don't do social media candidates. I see that as a politician.
We won this Abuja.
But he got 6 million votes.
I said, I see that as a politician. And I analyze the candidate who is likely to win. In politics, it's not always the right that, oh, this is the best candidate. No. You see, Nigerians today, and their politics, so many factors come in. And I have always told people this. Whether it is correct or not, it's a different thing.
You know, I've always said this thing about Wike, and I'm so glad that he too is confirming this for me. I'm like, Wike, and a lot of time, I argue this thing with so many people, even during the 2023 election and how things went. And I was like, the rally that we did that was done in Rivers State was a bit off. The parties were usually they were the ones in charge of organizing the rally. If Peter Obi had run as an independent candidate, I would tell you that Tinubu would not have been able to rig election. The biggest problem we had was Labour Party. Labour Party members even did not understand their mindset. So it's like everything is about somebody's mindset. You can't take people to a place that their minds cannot see. I remember up until, I think it was like 2 weeks to election, that I stopped Labour Party members, calling me all over the country. I just stopped. I'll just tell them, please, I'm not interested in it. If you guys can't see it. Because most of them were like, they were so afraid of citizens. Obedient movement are doing this to them. They're doing that to them. They're doing this to them. And I will say to them, look, this thing, if by the time Peter Obi wins by the grace of God, you guys are going to be the government in power. There's so much bigger things. Don't focus on the fact that this is your small space, thinking that somebody is going to take away it. Like me, I'm not even going to be here. I was even in Nigeria when was I in Nigeria? I think I left the country before they announced election. Because I had a fellowship that I was doing. I had to differ. I had to call them in Washington, D.C. I was supposed to be in Washington, D.C. for 5 months. When Peter Obi emerged and I checked, I'm like, this is the person I was going to support. I called them. I wrote an email to them. I say, I can't come to D.C. and be doing fellowship in democracy when democracy is happening in my country. Because initially, if it was the usual candidate, I wouldn't even have been in Nigeria for the 2023 election period. I would have been in the US doing my fellowship. So I called them. I said, no, I'm going to differ. So I was going to start March 3rd was when the fellowship was started. So immediately after election, I was leaving the country to go and do my 5 months in Washington, D.C. So I was saying to them, I said, it's not me, because I'm not interested. I tell people, up to today, I tell people, I'm not interested in doing appointments. Say I'll come and be somebody's appointee. Say, wait, I can never work for anybody. Me, I've said it. The only one I know I can run for office. So if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'll go home and sleep. That one I know I'm accountable to the people, not to one person that I'll be doing yes sir, yes ma'am. I cannot do it. I've never worked in my life. I've always been a trader. Right from when I finished university in 1999, I started my business in the year 2000. I started trading. That's what I've been doing. So, but you see Labour Party people, they will call, they will complain. I will talk to this one, I will talk to this candidate. I was overwhelmed. So all of those things. So when they did that Lagos thing, it wasn't as the way it should be. They didn't make announcements. There were so many things. So I think from there, maybe Wike saw it and thought that this man doesn't have any chance or whatever, and decided he was going to put way. It was way after that. What I've said before, I said, you see this Wike, Aisha Yusufu. If I run for president and Wike knows or feels or sense that I'm going to win, he will come and do boy for me. That's Wike. Wike is a political, I don't even know what word to use it, lackey. Anyway, he needs to be in an office to be relevant. Wike does not understand what it is to have relevance without an office. There are some of us who don't have offices. We've never occupied any political office or any appointed office or when any this thing or any of those kind of things. but we have some sort of like, I'm looking for there's a word I'm looking for. Influence. Yeah, that's the word. Influence. But we have some kind of influence. Wike doesn't know what that means. The only influence that Wike has is that of being in office and doing carrot and stick. Oh, I can give you money or I can punish you. Which one? And then I have control. But to have influence, to be able to get people to do things where you really don't have anything, but it's the belief in you. You understand that that kind of leadership is not something that he knows about. So he will do everything to remain politically relevant, to remain politically either in office or attached to someone who is in office who is giving him some sort of relevance. And that's why you see him the way he takes this position and say, I'm the alpha and omega. I can do this, I can do that. Because that's all he thinks influence and control is all about. And he wants to control. He doesn't want to influence people, into doing that. So I'm not surprised, and that's just it. So for him, that's why he felt that, oh, it's not gonna be. If he had known, I'm sure if he were to go back now, he knew what he knew. He would have said, oh yeah, probably this was better. But then the kind of nonsense and rubbish he's doing right now, he knows with a Peter Obi he's not going to get away with that. So he prefer to do certain things. Yeah, you know when they say birds of the same feather flock together. So he'll be flocking with Tinubu. It pays him more than try flocking, with Mr. Peter Obi. And you see the way when they said, but he won Abuja, he had 6 million. For a moment, he was stumped. And he just said, but he just, it's his usual bag, just bamboozle his way all throughout that thing. But the thing for me here is, you and I, what are we doing? Wike does not have 2 heads. I don't have any issue with Wike. Wike is, for me, Wike, I beg, they talk about people that talk about Wike. Wike, that one, you feel get them anywhere. Just, that kind of person will say, it's like a lap dog. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's like a lap dog. So anyhow you want it, just carry him, give him food small, give him this. He go obey, he go do this and tell him fetch that this thing. He will fetch for you. So those ones are not serious this thing. And that's why I say, even me, if you are running for president, and Wike knows you are going to win, he will come and kneel down before you and be licking your feet. Anybody can do that for anybody. So he's not loyal. He's only loyal to power. He's not loyal to person or to ideals or what is right. But that is their brand of politics. What is our brand of politics? And we then must also be ready to work for our brand of politics. Otherwise, you see this nonsense that we see in Nigeria currently, it will continue to happen. And that's not what we are looking for. At all. So, my brothers and sisters, we get work for hand. Let's work. Let us work the work and not allow the work that we could have done and leave it for our children.